Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification cast this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got 4 versus 4 on the Forbidden Jungle. Playing on Team 1 as the Chaos Space Marines, we've got Mactep, we've got Gary playing as the Sisters of Battle, we've got Kotara also playing as the Chaos Space Marines, and we've got Fair Levi playing as the Tau Empire. For us on Team 2, playing as the Inquisitorial Demon Hunters, we've got Softwine, we've got Eri 7889 playing as the Necrons, we've got Frianka playing as the Steel Legion, and we've got Matty Z Kentaki playing as the Black Templar. So we are back on Forbidden Jungle. We saw this map a little while ago for the Halloween special. If you've not seen that match, I highly do recommend going for that. It is quite a cracking little match where it was the Necrons, Night Lords, a bunch of scary, spooky people going up against each other. But no, it's a bit of a mix and match today. And yes, the main differences between these two team compositions here is that there's potential for lots of early game aggression from these two Chaos players. I mean, one's gone for the Cultist Armory opening, so I assume there will be some Cultist grenades going on these boys. There we go. I do apologise. I know that says Mactep. I know it's probably not how you pronounce it, but that's what I'm going with, because these letters are incomprehensible to me. Lord knows how one is able to pronounce such fandangled letters and such. Yeah, so Chaos, quite aggressive. Tau also able to add a load of firepower to the Tier 1s with their Fire Warriors and such. And for Team 2... well, they've got the Demon Hunters, and they're gone for their Inquisitorial opening. So not as aggressive as the Grey Knight opening, so they might be able to sit back and, you know, tech up and get those big bad stuff on the go. And also Necrons, and also, in fairness, the Steel Legion as well. Both these factions feel much more comfortable in Tier 2 rather than anything else. It's all going to be about how the left Northern team are able to make their advantage in the early stages of the game. And all that stuff. Although, mind you, the Black Templars, they can also punch people quite handily in the quick stages of the game, but that's plenty of cultists already up in the side of the Black Templar stuff. Some Crusaders will come back down after thinking about going to the centre. The centre is firmly already in the control of the Team 1 here. Stormtroopers able to scare away the Fire Warriors, although I don't think they're really wanting to stay around for much too long. After all, the centre is the real prize here. There's 4 strategic points and 1 relic to make use of. That's plenty of economy to share between all 4 players. One for each of them, really. And then they could just decide who gets the additional relic. I imagine Chaos will probably want to get both relics on Team 1. And who would it be? Necrons, I assume? Yeah, Necrons are going to go for the relic on their side. And then Black Templar. Is it Black Templar? Yep. More of a race for the relic there. Do apologise, the stuttering is a thing in this game. I had to use, like I said, daily reminder, Dawn of War Online. Put the pre-cache models off, and then you're just able to basically load games with 4 players, or well, 8 players on. It does make the camera stutter just a little bit. That's fine. Like I said, a million bajillion times by now, so long as the game's being played. Ooh, the bodyguard. He's got a cool hat. It's very nice. Everyone's being a bit grey at the moment. It's like as if Kotara hasn't painted his models, but we've all been there before, boys and girls. Chasing around the Stormtroopers. 1 squad wipe going on there, but the bodyguards holding quite firm, a lot more resilient than the standard Stormtroopers of the Inquisition. And also got plenty of Necron warriors coming over for some support. 1 squad going in to try and engage into some close combat mischief, while the Chaos Lord also joins in. Down on the southern side we do have some novitiates and a furious Canoness. So 2 versus 1 at the moment. Steel Legion have yet to come in and save the day for the Black Templar, but they've got an upgrade listing post and not much in the way of building bashing for these guys apart from that Canoness. Castellan going to politely ignore her and try and tie up the novitiates. Yeah, the one thing about the Black Templars is, you know, I mean, the standard Space Marines really, aren't they? Heavy infantry, and when you get involved in close combat, you do get a little bonus to your range defense while in melee, so taking them down at range can be quite difficult if they're able to maintain close combat action. But there's plenty of engagements going on from the Demon Hunter's perspective. Chased around by the Chaos Space Marines, but the bodyguards are attempting to guard their bodies and might potentially actually get squad wipe on these guys. I mean, they're not reinforcing themselves. Can I click on you? Are you reinforcing? You are not reinforcing, so you will probably die at some point. It is a bit sad, but such is the way worshipping the ruinous powers of chaos. Oh no, they're going to survive. Survive, man. Choose life. There we go. The squad has been saved due to a lack of focus from Soft Wine here. Chaos Lord attempting to bash his way through the bodyguards and the Lord Inquisitor. Down here, though, the Black Templars have managed to save things, and actually the Steel Legion, rather than going for the defensive posture of trying to save the Black Templars, but you know what, you can save yourself. We're going to be busy and take up into Tier 2 and go straight for those Hellhounds, which will be absolutely phenomenal against the Fire Warriors and the remnants of the Forces of Chaos here. We've gone for a Devil Dog upgrade, so actually you're not going to be doing all that much against the infantry anyway. Well, fair enough. Have you got... you're just a regular Hellhound. You'll be able to do some damagey dealy stuff. Bloody hell, there's a lot of Chaos Space Marines there. Just when you think they're all going to go down, no, they're all back up, but one grenade puts them on the backside, and AoE damage from the Riser pattern Hellhounds. Not a pretty sight for these Grey Marines. They can get some melter guns in Tier 3, but that's a far cry away from what they have at the moment. No choice but to run away as quickly as they can while the Black Templar start capturing up the centre. A Relic being decapped, plenty of other bits and bobs in the decapping position as well. Chaos Lord unable to survive this engagement. And while it looked like a really strong opening for the for Team 1 here, no, they've been beaten back, and now the Steel Legion in a prime position in Tier 2. It's going to be a bit of a difficult situation for them. What is your alternatives? Chaos is now in Tier 2 with a Chaos Vindicator, always a strong option. Sisters of Battle, I assume you're in Tier 2. Yeah, you've got your Celestian squads coming up, which will be amazing against vehicles. Now, Tier 2 on the way for Kotara. And, yeah, Tau just chilling out in Tier 1 at the moment. No need to rush if your other teammates are getting up on that attack as well. The Vitiates being blasted by friendly fire. There's some chemical weapons. Bane Wolf option. That Vindicator, got to be really careful with him. Especially the Black Templars. The majority of their team, their unit composition, sorry, is heavy infantry. And the Vindicator is known for just absolutely decimating whole swaths of heavy infantry in short time. Got the Bane, not Bane Blade, you are the Devil Dog, attempting to smash up that Hell Talon, but a fair bit of damage himself. Legionaries are equipping themselves with some missile launchers. Also got a Trojan in for some handy dandy field repairs. Over here, the Inquisition and the Necrons working in tandem, push the Tau backwards. They don't have the firing line that they really want at this stage of the game. Got some Pathfinders, got some stealth suits in there as well. But they are being spotted. Not sure what spots you in the Demon Hunters roster. Is it the Lord Inquisitor? Is it the Bodyguards? It's something that is indeed spotting them. Chaos attempting to go for a flanking maneuver, but not quite being able to shut them off. And the push continues. Vindicator definitely got to be the prime target for the Steel Legion here. Just got to be very careful of the Celestians. Laying of hands going on both squads, actually. They've got their anti-vehicle stuff on the go. Just very quickly break their way through the armour of the Riser pattern Hellhounds. That's got the Hell Talon up in the air for good measure. Gold is being bashed up by the Crusaders. One Hellhound goes down. Another one soon to follow. Our squads of the pink variety spawn forth. A couple of volleys from them. That will take care of the Trojan. There we go. Basically, a whole tank company goes down. And one squad of Legionaries left out in the thick of it. Definitely not a vibe for those boys. Black Templar, they're not giving up. They've committed to this. Also, the Seraphim squad, which is like the Seraphims, but they've got chain swords. Always fun to see. And the Tau, unable to really push these guys back. Got the Fawn Princess. Was able to jump in. Lots of unit disruption from this young lady. Also bring on some Iconoclasts, which are quite a serious unit, although they are very expensive in the current iteration of Dawn of War Unification. Also, have you got golden shoulder pads? You do, that's very nice. Don't know why because when you put the no pre-cache models off, or on whatever the option is, everyone just like defaults to a certain colour scheme, so I don't know why That's the default one for the Necrons, but there we go. It is what it is. Crusader Fire Support Squad armed with a couple of missile launchers attempt to take care of the aircraft, which they indeed do. Oh, it's got the Vanquisher tank case, long barrel on that boy. Able to turn his attention to the vast majority of unit types. It does say just building there, but as we've said many times on the channel, never trust a unit card. Full of lies. I mean, they could change them to make them not lies, but you know, whatever, man. Makes it more exciting, I think. Oh, I quite like that. They go start just depositing some immortals. Able to chunk down that Hell Talent ASAP. It goes down very little of a fight. But a broadside battlesuit there. That takes care of the Doom little vehicle, whatever you call that thing. Is it a vehicle? Is it an aircraft? Is it a floaty thing? I'm not here to make delineations between Necron tier style vehicles. I'm just here for the banter. The banter and the crack, as the Irish would say. A phase shift on the Necron warriors to let them get in close combat. Which won't stop the broadside battlesuit from firing. But that will. John Cena Beam will always stop someone from firing. It's not a bad shout at all. Which forces the Fire Warriors to manoeuvre away. Got plenty more fiery stuff where that comes from. A huge Manticore shot. Right smack bang in the middle of those horrors. Almost getting a squad wipe. Not quite though, but it does separate them far enough. Necrons have been taken care of. I assume you've teleported back home. Some of you have. Some of you have. We've now got a whole fleet of Hell Talons inside the Black Templar base. Got a Razorback to defend with. And the Templar Artificer are attempting to repair a machine cult. How will that fare? Not entirely sure. Manticore definitely has to be my favourite vehicle in the Steel Legion roster. It's just the sound it makes, the firepower it brings to the table. Beautiful stuff. I mean, the Tower have now got the critical mass of firepower, also been supported by a bunch of infiltrated cultists. So, you know, it's a nice team effort from everyone here. The vehicle bay has gone down. The armory is also kaput, so no more missile launchers for you until that is rebuilt. Also, the thermal plasma generator is going to be an easy target for these Hell Talons, able to just traverse over these jungly bits, which is pretty good for them. Steel Legion needs to come back and defend, but I think they're just relying on the Black Templar to do their job for them. Tower Commander pressing up against the Inquisitorial Stormtroopers, while Lone Health himself will fall back. At the moment, one moment it looked like Team 1. We're going to have a nice secure game in the centre. Oh dear, they've given all the points to the Black Templar here. So all the eggs in one basket. All the eggs in one basket indeed. A lot of pressure on one person's shoulders. Tank Ace Commander goes down. Oh dear, Fawn Princess being blasted by the Manticore. She's okay with that. Does seem as well that the Hydra attacks also seem to slow down infantry. Which is pretty interesting. Now just Chaos hiding stealthily in the corner. Thor's got the Iconoclasts. Angry Sisters. Oh, for a second I thought that was just naked flesh, but no, it's just colours. It's just pink. It's like when you walk around town, you see a woman wear, or what is it like? What's the terminology called? Like flesh-coloured tights or something. I think, oh my goodness, that woman's came out with no trousers on. What madness is this? What liberal hellhole do we live in now? But no, it's just tights. It's just very beige tights. On Princess causing this Inquisitorial Chimera some issues, but yet the Manticore just fires away. Yes, 75 blue and 50 green. That is super expensive for the unit. They are quite beefy and strong there, but I mean, no matter how beefy and strong you are, the Manticore fires 4 Doom missiles at you, and that's enough to basically sort them out. Dear oh dear. We are now seeing some Sonic Predators. Well, the Chaos Predators, but they've got Sonic weaponry on them. And then from the warp, does an Obliterator and a Horror Squad come forth. Also the Possessed Marines, well, yeah, double Chaos means that you'll have double the amount of all this nonsense to deal with. Possessed Marines fast, nimble. Great morale more or less instantly with their, I mean, what is it, just 10 Flamers on one squad? That's a hell of a lot. The Crusaders, no stranger to a little bit of close combat argy-bargy. They're going to come in. Plenty of plasma pistols on them as well. If anyone runs away from them, they'll certainly be feeling the sting and the hot burn of plasma fire. One person doesn't mind a bit of burning, that's the Sisters of Repentia squad. If they've got their charge upgrade, they'll be quite useful in tying up ranged infantry units, but I don't think they want to really go up against... Oh, I imagine there's Fire Spot squad, so this should be the target they should be going for. Lots of Necro stuff going on over here. Chaos is still inside the base, though. Bit of a pain. Here comes the Obliterators. Sisters of Repentia yet to really get properly stuck in. There we are. Running by people, activating their Go Faster, Hit Harder ability. Just burning with fury. Manscore. I mean, definitely, wherever the Hell Talons have gone, they definitely need to sort this guy out. The amount of value he's adding to the team. Oh, has he found little fireworks? That's cute. I like that. I suppose those are fireworks in their own right, aren't they? Well, the Barracuda is causing issues. Bodyguard is going out and about, looking for some melter guns as well to help chase those vehicles away. Bond Princess with some infiltrated boys. Who are you? You want to hold on. I've got to go to the Demon Hunter side of things. What are you? You are a Death Cult Assassin. Fair enough. Alright, just like the Sisters of Battle. That's alright. The Forge Fiend, the Pits of Hades. And it seems that the Chaos player, Mac Tep, has taken a page out of the Steel Legion book. Just get a whole tank legion and send them forth. Plenty of Lehman Russes from the Steel Legion. Black Templar's been blasted every which way. And it does not seem like you've got all that much going for you. Have you still got the Hell Towers? It's like as if they never left. Blasting things all the way down. The economy has been shot in the green department. The Steel Legion, they're just setting up shop here, aren't they? They've got the Trojans. They've got an extra Lehman Russ in their ranks now. Well, Sisters of Repentia still alive. Won't be doing much against the Lehman Russ battle tanks. Forge Fiend has also been surrounded by some very angry men, so will run away as best he can. Got some Necrons coming back to life from the ground, but the Devilfish troop carrier unable to be spotted by anything that the Necrons here bring to the table, unless, of course, Necron Lord decides to pop down a John Cena beam right here and now. Probably their main problems here are the Barracudas. Steel Legion moving in for some support. The Canoptic Spider doing a bit of recycling. Oh, a huge explosion. Oh, is that a whole... Yeah, there used to be a lot of cultists there, but now just been turned into floor lasagna. Not the way that they thought they were going to go. Doubt it anyway. Alton's still on the back side of things. There we go, Dreadnought, and he's got a twin linked autocannon. That should be more than enough to take care of these guys, although certainly lost more than they originally anticipated and bargained for. Secondary Crusader landing site. And Chaos and Tau still being an absolute pain in the backside, doing a really good job at keeping the pressure on Softwine. We've not seen any Grey Knights at the moment. We've seen that it's 18 minutes into the game. I think they would have teched up by now. Got the Lich Guard, which... who have you gone for? A Ancient Pyramid, which means that must mean that... Oh, you've not traded in your Necrolord for anyone fancy at the moment. Nice little gold at the top. Always appreciated. So let's have a really quick look at the economies, just see where people are standing. So 99.78, 114.79, 153 and 100, and 88 and 65, compared to 76 and 39, 60% and 133, 140 and 133, and 170 and 38. So, all things considered, the economies for law players at the moment are quite a bit naff, to be fair. But, I mean, you've got Steel Legion and the Black Templar have been able to keep on top. Also, Necrons, to be fair, hard to harass their economy in a team game like this, because they could just have as many plasma generators as they wish and want on the back lines. Got the deathly French bread floating on high. And plenty of hot gun lasses to fire through the mutilators, which are the close combat orientated obliterators. But the Necron Lord doesn't give one iota about that. He says, get on the floor, you. That's where you belong, trash. And look at it, he's just Can't quite emotionally deal with what was going on. Had to jitter around before eventually springing off his mortal coil. I absolutely love the System of Pentagon in this matchup though. I mean, are they as useful as other units could be? Probably not, but just look how cool they are. Look at these heavily armoured Necron Lich Guards thinking, right, well this will be an easy fight, but no. The faith in the Emperor is what shields them. Also got the Exist Prioris, definitely one of my favourite artillery units in the game. Look at that spread of missiles. Beautiful thing indeed. Oh, be still, frame rate. Hold the line. We could do this. I'll have to get like some sort of external fan just to put on top of the computer just in case. Lehman Russ goes down as a castigator does a little bit of a drive-by. Over on this side, the French bread continues its assault. And we've got, oh, what are you? You are, oh, you're Commander Longstrike's gunship. That's what you are. And of course, Battlesuit looking like it's doing some sumo wrestling stance in the background. But here is a Land Raider Hades Diabolos. Primarily against anti-infantry stuff, but it does come out with a whole suite of weaponry, really. Against all targets, I imagine. Eldrake up in the air. Just a really angry pigeon from the warp. And the poor bodyguards, they've done so well at keeping the Lord Inquisitor alive. I don't think it's gone down yet. There's only so much you can do against just flirting chaos, really. The horrors in there to do a little bit of damage to the buildings as well. Really good job on Softwine being able to keep the gamer going. Continues been under so much pressure the entire game. Here's the Swordbread win. Taking fire to the face. Forge Fiend is back up and full health. Definitely need some more anti-vehicle stuff, but chase them away all the same. Stormblade with that dummy thick plasma cannon on front of it. Does seem that with all these extra relic units coming online, that Team 2 is starting to gain the advantage. The chaos here is causing a bit of an issue. In fact, actually might even potentially take out Softwine. There's the HQ. Have you got any more builders left? You do not. Have you started rebuilding things there? No, that's it. That's one player gone. So even though Team 2 are doing an impressive job at pushing Team 1 backwards, they are now down one player. The Vitiates. Are you Novitiates? Let me click on you. Come back. Oh, I can't click on you. There you go. Yeah, they are Novitiates. And also a living Saint Ananias. Oh, right. That word looks like anus to me. I'm sorry. It just does. I'm not dyslexic. I'm just really bad at reading. I've got no excuse. That's why I try to avoid saying a name. But haha, very funny. Mr. Landshot was about to say the rude bum word. But the Terminators are in a bit of a shite situation, really. Speaking of backsides, surrounded by possessed demons and a Helldrake, which has now gone over to the Black Templar side of things. That being said, the Steel Legion are making massive strides towards the Tau Empire. HQ soon to be nothing more than a pile of rubble. Fawn Princess attempts to do a flanking maneuver on her own. One very confused legionary by the looks of things. That's it, the Tau broken down. Oh, they do have a vehicle beacon over here. They've also got one Earthcast builder, so potential to come back into the line of fire. Horrors inside the Necron base. And Mutilators combined with Obliterators and Hover Squads have managed to take down the Ancient Pyramid. Soon to also bring down the Greater Summoning Corps, which will deny these death marks, which will be so crucial in taking down the chunkier heavy infantry. The Vox officer officing the Vox. And a deep-stricken, venerable Dreadnought from the Black Templar, spinning around as best he can. Also more Terminators as well, just for good measure. Oh, he's got a dog! Iskandar Kion, with his Wolf Pupper. If memory serves, he can summon a temporary Bloodthirster. Which is pretty good, pretty neat. Push continues. There's one Angel in the middle of all these tanks. Very brave lady. She's now inside the tank as well. Won't save from any damage there. As the Stormblade turns around to going to point blank fire. Oh no, she avoided death there. Well, she still died, but avoided death through plasma cannon to the face. She ascends to another great throne in the sky. And the Necrons, with a shite situation. Necron Monolith goes down. Got plenty of builder scarabs there. And the subspace spire is online, so they could, in theory, rebuild somewhere else, but it's effectively, at the moment, 2 versus 4 scenario. But they've still got so much army left on the field at the moment. The Steel Legion carrying the northern engagement here, whereas the Black Templar are doing the middle engagement, I suppose. But they do not have enough to really defend their allies. So it looks like they're just going to commit to the bit and see who keeps on keeping on. Baird Levi knows that he can't spend his power, so he's willing to donate it, which is very kind of him. Lieutenant Colonel with his Ogrin bodyguard, being pestered and bothered by a secondary Land Raider, Hades, Diablos. Look at that, just huge plasma cannon, bombastic booms. And yeah, even Russ Incinerator, his Volkite cannons, mean customer for anything heavily armoured. Now I've got a heavy bottle of support squad. What are you firing at? Mutilators hiding behind the building. Very sneaky of them. Very sneaky indeed. They'll take that down. And yeah, it just seems like Chaos has just been given unfettered access to walk around and bash things all day long. I mean, at least Team 1 here is at least trying to fight the Steel Legion off. Now also got plenty of Christ battlesuits inside of the Black Templar base. Sword Brethren with their fantastic little capes and their speedy charge animation attempt to swaddle these guys with blood and madness. Which is finishing off whatever is left of the Necrons at the moment, which just looks like this Necron Monolith at the moment. Things being blown up left, right and centre. Got replacement Living Saint, and the Helldrake is killing things. It looks like the Steel Legion are running out of steam at the moment. They might take out the HQ. And also, or was that a greater summoning pit or something like that? Or just a demon pit or whatever? Where that goes down. But so too do the rest of the production buildings from the Steel Legion. Ranker says GG, that's all they could do. You know, when you've lost 2 teammates and your main push has gone down, so the fighting force over here, there weren't many of them left, but they are now no longer part of the game. There's now a 1 versus 4, well, 1 versus 3 essentially. If I get my words out, Necron's dead, down and out. Now it's just a Black Templar. Can they hold the line? Chance of victory are slim, but never impossible. Plenty of Terminators and Sword Brethren to shake a stick at. What's your economy at the moment? Not amazing. Well, I mean, it is amazing, all things considered, but not the same level of flirt that sometimes the senior players have in long team games such as these. Software has officially left the game. Double Predators and a dude with a sword. Mersey's on over. We've got a couple of horrors to deal with. High Marshal Helbrecht there as well. Just to keep the men inspired. Let's have a quick look at his model. Don't get to see him often, do we? Oh, it's like an Emperor's Champion, but golder and shinier. That's pretty. Eldred does a bit of a flanking old switcheroonie manoeuvre. Terminator's attempting to fall back into a nice defensive posture. Maybe using this gulf here as a, not a narrow choke point, but a choke point nonetheless. Eldrick sits on top, takes care of the builders, and then, boys and girls, that is that. So, a very decent effort from all players here. I mean, what was it? You had Softwine holding his own with assistance from his teammates, while the Tau and the Chaos Space Marines were proper going at it for the entire game. You had lots of back and forth from the Black Templar and the Chaos Space Marine player over yonder, going up toe-to-toe to try and hold on to all these strategic points. And yeah, I mean, I do believe that may be the main problem with the Team 2 strategy here, was donating all these strategic points to the Black Templar. Yes, fair play. He was able to do a hell of a lot of that stuff with all the money he was able to get, but I think that maybe the Steel Legion, or maybe even the Demon Hunters, could have benefited from an extra bit of money here, there, and everywhere. So cheers. I can't remember exactly who sent this game in, but whoever did, thank you very much. And yeah, so if you want to support the channel, have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you once a game a week, and there is also a Discord where Discord things happen. Links in the description as always. As been Mr. Landshark, pleasure's always never short, and I'll see you in a bit. Peace.